Hello, everyone. We are very happy that you joined us and very happy to have you because today we have a very diverse online audience, meaning that we have students from different countries and universities. And today we're here to talk about the Solution Challenge, which is a hackathon by Google developers. Me and other Google Developer Student Club leads will be holding and are holding an info session where you can learn and ask everything about the program. I'm Sol, and I'm a Google Developer Student Club lead from Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan, and I present American University of Central Asia. Together with me, we have Azamat, Leila, Sardor, and Nima, and they will each introduce themselves just in a moment. But first, let's take a look at the agenda to know what exactly we're going to cover tonight, okay? Just a moment. I just want to show you an agenda so you guys know what exactly we're going to cover tonight. Here it is. So obviously, we're going to talk about the Solution Challenge. We're going to give an overview of what it is. And then we'll have to go through UN Sustainable Development Goals because it's one of the requirements of the program to use and solve one of the UN or more UN's goals. And we'll go through Google Products Overview to show what kind of Google products are available, what kind of Google products you can use in your solution, because again, it's also one of the requirements. And then we'll go over to Q&A. If you guys have some personal or specific questions that you may not have found on the website, and we'll be happy to help you out with those questions. And now we're going to go over to Solution Challenge Overview, and I will pass it to Azamat. So Azamat, please.
Yeah, so hello. Okay, let's start it. 1 second. Okay. I hope you can see my screen.
We can.
Hello, my name is Azamat, and I'm from Kyrgyzstan. I am representing IUCA, it's International University in Central Asia. Also, I'm leader in my university of Google Developer Students Club, and I'm Android developer in my club, and also mentor. So let's jump. So let's clarify what's Solution Challenge. Solution Challenge is a competition for university students to build some solution for problems in community with using Google technologies or others. So in basic words, it's like hackathon where you can develop some solution and it's made directly from Google, and I think it's very great. And let's jump next. So timeline here. Okay, here you can see a timeline of Solution Challenge, and we are here now. So the first step, we have to register to participate in Solution Challenge, and we have to do it until 15th of March. So the next step, you have to record some video, 2-minute video, and submit it until 31st of March to Google. And after this, Google will select and choose better, and they announced top 50 teams which was selected from Google, And in this time, May starts next steps. 50 teams will receive some mentors directly from Google and work together with mentors. And I think it's great opportunity to work with mentors from Google. And you with your teams will work together with mentors, update your project, maybe delete some weaknesses and add some strong parts to your project. And third part is final solution session. After worked with mentors, you will submit video of your project to Google, and they will choose top 10 teams and announce it. It's like second round of social challenge. And finally, in July, Google will do some social challenge demo day. It will be the live stream in YouTube with a lot of audience, developers from Google, and they will choose top 3 winners from top 10 teams. Choose with audience and judges from Google. And okay, I think it was clear for you. Let's jump to next step. So I will discuss about steps to participate in solution challenge. The first step is you have to join to GDSC club. You have to find some Google Developer Students clubs in your university or in other university in your country, and just come to here and let him know that you want to participate in the solution challenge, and they just register to websites your name and your team. Second step is form some team. And register them to official website of Google. So it's something like this, not complicated. Just put your name, which Google technologies you will use, and which goal of 17 goals you will solve with your team, and something other things. Okay. Next step is select UN Sustainable Development Goals. You have to clarify which of 17 goals, one or several goals you will solve with your team, because it's very important. And let's see this short video which demonstrates how to do it.
The mission of this year's Google Developer Student Club Solution Challenge is to solve for one or more of the United Nations 17 sustainable...
Oh, sorry. Could you see this video?
Yes, we can see the video.
development goals using Google technology.
I think you wanted to share the sound as well, right?
Yes, can
Can
you
you
show from the
enable the
beginning?
sound?
Can you show it from the beginning, the whole video?
Oh, really?
Yes, maybe you muted yourself while showing the video. That's why we couldn't hear.
Poverty, inequality,
Yes, I'm here.
environmental
Now you hear, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
degradation, peace, and justice. During this video, I will show you how you can research these goals and brainstorm ideas for your solution challenge project. So starting with the official UN SDG site, the first thing I suggest you do is click on each of the goals and read the challenges each goal faces. For example, goal 1, no poverty. This page will give you a good primer to the challenges we face on our road to no poverty. And down at the bottom of the page, you can take a look at the facts and figures and the breakdown of targets defined for each goal. There's also an infographic you can check out to get a high-level overview of the current state of things as it relates to the specific goal. Go over the rest of the goals to get familiarized with them and see if any ideas come to mind about solutions you can build using technology. If ideas do arise, write them down to brainstorm further later. Another great site that can really help you generate solution ideas is DIAL, which stands for Digital Impact Alliance. We're going to focus on 2 tabs, SDGs and the building blocks, but I urge you to look at the other tabs. They're just as useful for your ideation stage. Okay, so let's look at the SDGs tab and take a look at goal 2, zero hunger. This goal has 8 targets, which help you focus on solving a certain aspect of the goal. For example, target 1, which summarizes as end hunger by ensuring access by all people to good, healthy.
So here it's very important type. You want to choose, you have to choose one of targets of one of goals and see how you will solve this target. So let's jump to this part. I think there's some interesting thing.
Been working on this for a while. You want to solve a goal that you are passionate about or that's really close to home. In the next video in the series, I'll be going through a demo case study.
So you see, when you go to websites of 17 United Goals, you can see the problems and you just read it and find which one of good for you and just solve it. Not just choose it. Okay. Okay, let's continue our presentation. All of these links you can find when we will send this presentation. Okay, so next step is learning and building. So you have to clarify a solution for central one of goals, United Nations goals, and clarify with your team how your project will solve this problem. Next things is design your user interface. I mean it's UI part and UX part. You have to design it like real project, design all of screens and show these things to your maybe future users and get some feedbacks in this part. Second thing, you have to design your backend technologies. You have to decide which of technology you will use and, for example, draw your diagrams and something like this. So next is final step. You have to record a 2-minute video and submit it until end of March, and Google will see it and choose one of them. And let's start with one of good examples of videos. 2 minutes here.
Alkım, Deniz, Hümeyra, and Murat from Middle East Technical University in Turkey.
Welcome back to Q Register, the register of the future. Our team consists of curious, aspiring engineering students driven to save the planet and improve everyday life with technology. Did you know that the majority of people think that paper receipts are obsolete? According to our survey of hundreds of respondents, most of them use that paper receipts are ineffective, outdated, and hard to keep track of. Moreover, for paper receipts production, masses of trees are cut down, multitudes of water and oil is wasted, Excessive amounts of carbon dioxide and solid waste is generated. Keep in mind that these data are for each year in the United States only. Imagine the vast amount of damage paper receipts are causing all around the world. Moreover, 93% of paper receipts are unrecyclable and composed of harmful chemicals which cause diseases including cancer. There is a simple solution by using only QR codes. To save our trees, our planet, our home. Introducing Q-Register. Our screen is based on Raspberry Pi. It generates QR codes for the purchase according to the inventory files. These QR codes contain all the data in an encrypted form where we use the special hashing system to store data in one string. The QR code is then scanned on our mobile app developed with Flutter, which enables us to build our application faster and create a beautiful UI UX design. Q-Register automatically scans.
So you can see here the first part. It was clarify which of 70 goals you will solve, and second part it's how user will use your project, like some demo step, like how user will interact with your application.
Scans the QR code and asks for confirmation. After the scanning is complete, receipt details will be on the profile page, listed by dates and labeled with supermarket icons for glancing through quickly. The swipe action archives receipts for easy access. Q-Register continues functioning successfully in offline mode. We store the encrypted receipt data in the local storage, and once you connect to the internet, we transfer it into Firebase. We upgraded by integrating a barcode scanner, which scans items rapidly. We want Q-Register to be effortlessly implementable globally, so as an alternative, cashiers can also connect a webcam to scan barcodes. In the future, we will use the camera to recognize the items without scanning barcodes. Lastly, we are honored that Q-Register was selected to be supported by our university. It is anticipated that our first register will be open in our college's merge store and meet users in 2021.
So, in the third part, in this video, you have to understand a little bit about your technology, which of Google technology you use for build this project, and how you can you're planning how to build your project in future, maybe do it in other university, something like this, or another country. Okay, I think it was very clear for you guys, and let's jump to the next step. So here you can see judging criteria, and you have to, okay, here you can see impact 60 points, and from technology depends 40 points of, and it's complete, it's 100 points. So first thing, you have to clarify in video how you will solve one of 17 sustainable goals and show it. And for this, you will take 10 points. And second, you have to show how's your team solve this problem. And third part is you have to display how your project could be continued, and if have to be some proofs for this, some evidence of solving, some testing users. So in short and simple words, while developing this project, you have to show this project to your users and receive from them some feedbacks, and modify your project by heard this feedbacks. Okay, and the last one is there is the evidence that the solution was iterated up based on user feedbacks. Yeah, it's also you have to hear your users. Okay, and let's jump to next step. So I think most of interesting part of presentation is prizes. As you know, it's hackathon made from Google, and there are good prizes for you. For top 50 teams, if you include to this top 15, you will receive some t-shirts, certificates from Google, and mentorship from Google developers. And for top 10 finalists, each of member of your team will receive $1,000, which is cash prizes. Also swag, which could contain some maybe t-shirts, maybe some cups or something else, and certificate, and also you can see your project, and all of the audience can see your project and you in live stream from Google. And top 3 winners will receive $3,000 for each of member. But here maximum of participation, maximum of member of your team have to be 4 people. If there are 4 people, they will receive $3,000 for each of member. Okay, I think this was clear for you guys. And here I want to show you the main website where you can find all of information about solution challenge and read it very clear and know about this better. For example, here you can find all of this information, timeline, 17 goals, resources. Here very, I think, useful things, useful part is solution challenge demo day. So you can find here solution challenge demo day of past years and show how teams presenting their idea, their project, find a lot of video of top 10 teams. Here you can find past winners, and also good thing is, I think, questions, QI part. Here a lot of questions, and also here's answer for questions and terms. Okay, I think it was clear for you, and let's start the next. I'll stop sharing.
Okay, I think I can start. Okay, so hi everybody. My name is Leila. I'm from Azerbaijan, Baku, and today I represent Azerbaijan State Oil and Industry University and French Azerbaijan University. I'm a Google Developer Student Club lead in both universities, and today we will talk about, I will try to explain you the 17 goals of United Nations. So do you see my screen?
It hasn't appeared yet, actually.
Okay.
Maybe you should just reshare your screen again. Yeah.
Yes, I'm trying. 1 second. Now?
Not yet.
Okay. Okay, now.
Yeah, I see something.
We see some parts of your screen, but the presentation cannot be seen.
It's so weird. Why?
Oh, here
About now? You see now?
we can see.
You can?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Is it okay for everybody?
You know what? I can share the screen and then you can just
Yes.
go
Yes,
through.
it's totally fine.
Yeah.
Let me pause this share. Okay. 1 second.
Just stop sharing a screen.
Okay. I stopped. Yeah. 1 second, my computer is really annoying right now.
I'm just gonna stop your sharing, okay?
Okay, thanks.
So here's the presentation.
Thank you. Thank you. So I will tell you when to switch slides just in case. So let's resume normally as if it never happened. So today I will tell you more about the 17 Sustainable Development Goals from United Nations, and I will explain how they were created, what is the main goal, and how you can use them to build your project. So they were initially created in 2015 by United Nations in order to solve the most urgent problems that humanity is facing currently. So United Nations will try to achieve them by the end of 2030, and the finale objective is to end poverty, end hunger, ensure prosperity, ensure equal rights for everybody, protect the planet, and bring peace. So on the next slide, you can observe the 17 goals. Yeah, so here you can see all the 17 goals and what they stand for. And in reality, the United Nations has divided them into 5 pillars of sustainable development, and each pillar contains several goals. So on the next slide. Yes, so the 5 pillars are people, planet, prosperity, partnership, and peace. And I will go through each pillar with you and show you all the goals that they include, what they stand for, and give you some examples of projects that you can build. So the first pillar is people. Can you move to the next slide, please? Okay, so the first pillar is people. And the goals are no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, and gender equality. So these goals aim to end poverty and hunger in all their forms and to ensure that everybody can fulfill their potential in dignity and equality and in healthy environment. So some of the project ideas that can come to the mind, for example, the donation platform, where the donors and the donation causes can register and select some specific qualities, and people can easily donate money. So this will solve a lot of problems in different pillars and in different goals. For example, the donations can help to end poverty and can contribute to good education or gender equality. And you can see that this is a very global project. Another project example is, for example, a framework or a website with courses and where people can learn new skills and after find a job. So they will be able to have some income, they will be able to fight the poverty and hunger and invest in their education and etc. And the next pillar is planet. So this pillar stands for protecting our planet and using our resources responsibly and saving our planet for ourselves and for the future generations. So the goals in this pillar include clean water and sanitation for everybody, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water, and life on land. So one of the projects last year, which was called Flow, was the top 10 finalists for Solution Challenge. And the project was basically built using Google Maps and Flutter. And it was showing on the map the specific spots for, for clean water resources. Okay. Can we go a slide back? Yes.
Just a moment. I think it's Uzbek, which is not doing really nice on the screen. So could you please remove that?
Yeah.
That's actually really nasty to do.
Yes. That's really weird.
I think I will have to re-share my screen, and then we're gonna just remove this person from the meeting.
Yeah, I
And
think
also from those who keep drawing these things. Okay?
sorry.
Azamat, please, can you just, while I'm sharing the screen, remove those people who are Izetbek, and also I think someone's name was starting with an A, so that if they don't find this information helpful, we don't need them. Okay, Planet.
Thank you. So as I was saying, one of the projects was called Flow, and it was helping people to find the locations of clean water resources. Another project that you can build, for example, it came to my mind while I was thinking about what kind of projects I can build to kind of save our planet. As I live in Baku and there are a lot of beaches, some of them are polluted, and sometimes people gather and volunteer together to clean those places. So you can build an application which will be like kind of like a map, and there will be like discussions so people can gather together, volunteer, and clean some polluted areas. And you can track your progress and remove those places from maps. And this way, you will get rid of the pollution as much as you can with your community together. And 1 second. And yes, we can move to the next pillar. Yes, so the next pillar is prosperity, and it aims to ensure that everybody lives in prosperous society and that economic, social, and technological growth is continuous and is in balance with our nature. So one of the projects that we actually talked about before really fits into this prosperity pillar. It's the framework with courses, because as people will gain and learn new skills which are relevant and find new jobs, they will be able to have some income and spend the money on local businesses, and this is how the economy will grow, and this will affect all other goals here. So this is one of the ideas. Another idea for the project that you can have is, for example, build an application which will help people to manage their finances, for example, on how to save them, which bank, where to open bank's account and where to invest their money, and etc. Basically just educate them, and it also will contribute to local and global economy. And the last two pillars are peace and partnership. Can we move to the next slide? Thank you. So the peace pillar stands for there is no sustainable development without peace, and there is no peace without sustainable development. What it means basically, in lack of peace, the human rights are violated and the development and the growth is basically stopped. So we should all ensure peace. And the last pillar is partnership, and it stands for global solidarity, that all the countries, all the people should stand together and try to reach these goals in order to make the world a better place to live in. And by 2030, we should reach these goals, and you can have your own contributions and take an action by participating in Solution Challenge, and there are more reasons why you should participate. So can we go to the next slide? Yes, so why you should participate in the Solution Challenge? First, by participating, you will learn more about these goals and the urgent problems that we are facing as humanity. So you will be more aware of them, and you will also help your community to learn them through you. And you will try to solve them in Solution Challenge, and you can come up with different ideas. And also, as we all are university students, we mainly focus on theory rather than on practice, but in Solution Challenge, you will have a chance to learn new technology, use it on practice, see the development process, and etc. So it's going to be really fun. And next, you will get to meet people all over the world and bond with them and create teams and find new friends. And finally, you will be able to show your skills to the world, to Google, to everybody, and while trying to solve these problems and coming up with different ideas. So it's going to be really fun. So definitely do it. And the last things that I wanted to say is that you have to select one of the goals that we discussed, or one pillar or several goals, and you have to use Google technology in order to solve them. So next, my colleagues will talk about Google technology and products and how you can use them.
Thank you, Leila. I will continue with the Google products part of the solution challenge. So let me. So can you share my screen? Can you see it?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can see it.
So I'm Sardar Narzif. I'm the Google Developer Student Club lead and the GitHub Campus expert at Turin Polytechnic University in Uzbekistan. So on the solution challenge, you should be using at least one of the Google products, and the main Google products you can see here is the Flutter, the progressive web apps, and the Firebase, Android, the TensorFlow, and the Google Cloud. And you can also like combine many of the Google technologies, but you should be at least using one of them. So let's take a look at each of the Google technologies. So let's get started with the TensorFlow. TensorFlow is the beginner-friendly platform to develop your ML solutions. It can also cover the advanced use cases. With the help of the TensorFlow, you can develop end-to-end machine learning pipelines. The TensorFlow also supports the web with the TensorFlow.js and the mobile and IoT applications with the help of TensorFlow Lite. And so the next technology is the Google Cloud. The Google Cloud is the sustainable cloud infrastructure, which is runs on the 100% renewable energy, and it's the only cloud provider which has fully green energy. And it has the global infrastructure which provides you with the security and the 100 plus products that you can choose from, including the databases, which could be like NoSQL databases or the SQL databases. It also have serverless solutions, the machine learning solutions, and the operation solutions as well. You can learn about the Google Cloud more on their website. And the next Google product we can use is the Firebase. Firebase is like the backend as a service Google product, which you can use for your mobile applications and web applications. Firebase can help you with the databases. It has two types of databases, and both of them are the NoSQL databases. One is the document-oriented, and the second one is a JSON structured database. And it can also give you, it will also give you the just free hosting so that you can host your websites. Firebase also has the authentication feature, which is the authentication solution if you need it for your applications. Firebase also has the messaging, machine learning, and some other cloud functions that you can use. And the next technology is the progressive web applications. Progressive web applications are designed to be reliable and capable because you can install them on any platform that you can run the browser. They offer you the reach of the web application and the user experience of the native mobile application. And progressive web applications also have the single code base and can run on almost any platform and you can use for your products the progressive web applications as well. And the next product is the Android. The Android is like powering a 2.5 billion device currently, and it has the quality native, all the features optimized for the gaming, finance, and productivity. You can also use the Google's Play Store to reach your users, which is the dedicated storage distribution. And like all the other features Android platform and the Android operating system offers, you can use them as well with the native experience. And the next solution is the Flutter. Flutter is the Google provided solution to develop platform applications for the desktop, mobile, and web. And Flutter helps you to reach users quickly and develop your MVP product very fastly for the multi-platform support. It has the as performant as the native applications, but you can develop much faster and reach more user base. With the single code base, you can also cover the Android and the iOS and the desktop applications. So now let's focus on the architectures of the projects we can develop using these projects. So the first simple app is like image detection or object detection project. We can take images and develop a TensorFlow model, deploy it on the mobile application, and send images back to the TensorFlow so it can improve on itself. So combining the Android platform and the TensorFlow, you can develop this kind of ML-based mobile applications which can solve the United Nations Development Goals. And the second application could be the Flutter-based mobile application, which you can use Firebase as a backend with the Firebase authentication, Cloud Firestore, and the Cloud Functions. Cloud Functions is a function that you can deploy on the server running asynchronously, which does the certain operations on your data on the server side. And with the help of the Flutter, you can, with the single code base, reach to the both Android and the iOS devices simultaneously. And the third use case is the progressive web apps. And progressive web apps is the web applications which can be installed. So for the backend side, you can use the Firebase authentication, the Google Cloud, Firestore, Cloud Functions, or the Firebase hosting. And you can also use Google Cloud Vision API to do some ML-based operations on your data and help your users to reach their goals or the aims. And when you submit your solution, you also be checked on the technology criteria, which is worth of the 40 of 100 points. And it includes like does the team clearly explain it, what Google technology is used and why, and also include the guidance how to run their code. And that means like you should clearly explain which technology you used and why you use particular technology, because maybe for your use case, progressive web apps could have been more suitable, reaching the more user base, but you choose the Android platform. So you should clearly explain why you should Android, for example, or why you should choose the Flutter, or why you choose the Google Cloud. And you should also explain, does your team made effective technical and product decisions based on Google products? For example, did you use the Google Cloud, for example, or the Firebase hosting for your application. You should be clearly explaining, and you should also include on your README file how to run your code and what purpose does it serve for. So that's all from my side. Let's develop and see your solutions on the Google Solution Challenge 2012.
Thank you, Sardor. So that sums up our meeting, but as you guys know, we had Q&A. So if you have live questions, please ask. There were questions answered in the chat. You can take a look if you joined later. But I would like to, while you guys are thinking or coming up with questions, I would like to go through a few important moments. The first is that we encourage you to apply and participate, since the evaluation criteria is distributed the following way, as you just heard, that impact is worth 60 points and technology is worth less than that. It's worth only 40 points. So that means that here, your idea and your creativity is much more valuable. So that's about ideas and only then technology. So that is why you're encouraged to apply. The second thing that I would like to highlight is that, again, you must solve one or more UN goals. You can't abandon it and you cannot ignore that. You have to solve for one or more UN goals. Another thing to notice is that there is a limit, one entry per person. So each student can only be a part of one submission. That's also something to keep in mind. And I'm pretty sure that now our audience consists of people from universities of these leads. But in case there are people who are not from any of the universities which Google Leads are from, or you want to share it with your friends, just keep in mind that that person or you have to team up with at least one student at an existing Google Developer Student Club university near you. And then you have to join that GDSC community on the website. Just you have to become a member. So, but if you want to tell it to your friends, just keep in mind that you have to have at least one student who comes from an existing Google Developer Student Club university. And in Kyrgyzstan, as I told in October, I told that in Kyrgyzstan there are currently 2 GDSC clubs, one in Tokmok and Azamat is the lead, and one is me, American University of Central Asia. The second point, the next point is that, again, use of one or more Google products or platforms, including, but in addition to that, you are not limited only to Google products. You have to use one or more, but in addition to that, you can also use developer tools that Google did not develop. Some good benefits. And also, the last thing is that if you have some projects that already solve some UN problems, but they were developed way before, and you think that you can still use it, you should consider that it would be eligible for submission as long as it was built after April 12th, 2021. So if you have any solutions, projects that you built after April 12th of last year, then you're still eligible to submit the project. Those are quite frequently asked questions, and I hope that those helped you a little bit. And do we have questions here? Okay. And this video is going to be, it has been recorded and it's going to be submitted on all YouTube channels of clubs that you now see. We'll definitely share it on Instagram, on social networks, on Telegram channels. So just be aware, okay? And again, apply to the program, to the hackathon, okay?
Also, I want to share with. Okay, good. Some advice and just words from me. And I think it's good opportunity for you guys who's studying at university to grab this how to say, improve your soft skills, yeah, improve your hard skills by this social challenge, because it's really help you when you will started look for some jobs, start work, because it's very important, and with this social challenge you can really improve your soft skills and hard skills, like how to present your idea, how to sell your idea, because it's really important in our area, IT area. And second, try to find all of information in website. Just read all of websites, and you really find all of necessary information. And also you can watch 1 hour and 40-minute video from directly Google about social challenge. I will send it later to our chat, or just send maybe in comments in Instagram. Yeah, I think it's from my part it's all. Okay. There are some words, maybe some suggestions, advice.
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
We should finish our project still 31st of March. Like, for example, if I'm developing the app, have to finish whole project till the date, am I right?
Okay, you have to, by timeline, you have to find problem and some of goals and make video how to see your project, and send it by end of March. And after March, you can develop. You will have 1 month for developing, starting with end of March and end of April. First time you have to show what's your idea, how you're going to solve it, your plans.
Yeah, and can I just add to this? So before till March 31st, you create your MVP, you create your project, you make a demo, right? You create a video and then you submit. And I'm not sure if Azamat talked about the decision timeline, but in late April, top 5 teams will be selected. And it's not just it, because after judges review all submissions against evaluation criteria, the top 5 solution challenge teams will be announced. And after that, they will be mentored. They will get a mentorship from Google, those 50 teams. And Google developer experts, they will be helping teams improve their solution and resubmit it for the prize. So that's the May month, right? And then there's June. In June, top 10 finalists will be announced. And they will begin to prepare for 2022. And in July, 3 winning teams will be announced live on YouTube. So the point here that I wanted to make is that you make your project MVP up to till March 31st. And then, of course, you can still keep developing it. But then if you will be one of the top finalists, top teams, you will be also working with mentors from Google to keep improving your project. Right? Alejandro, is it clear?
Yep, thank you.
Mm-hmm.